Why, hello everyone. Welcome to Redneck Ways. Hope everybody's doing good out there in YouTube land. Tonight, guys, we're going to talk about Israel a little bit. And really, I've been looking into King Solomon's temple and the Hall of Records. That's what I've really been interested in. And I was kind of looking through that, and then all of a sudden, Israel attacked Iran and everything. But I was already thinking about it where they was already taking out Gaza and everything because I believe once they get finished with Gaza, they're going to rebuild the temple of God that King Solomon, um, you know, built. And then, of course, the Romans came in and destroyed it. But we're going to start back a little bit here. We're going to start back, and this is some of my favorite chapters in the Bible. And we're going to start back with his dad, King David. So I'm going to show some pictures here of King David and the giant that he slayed. Now, what's crazy? Have you all ever seen the what kind of slingshot that he used? Hold on one second, and I'll pull it up. Alrighty, guys. Here's two different slingshots. This is something kind of like he used, or it may be the same thing that he took down Goliath. It's really neat. And there is one of my favorite pictures of David slaying Goliath. Now, after David grew up, we all know that he became King David, and he's the one that built the temple of and King Solomon and all that came afterwards, of course. But here's a little something. I love this story too of Bathsheba. Now it's crazy that they call her Bathsheba. Is that how we got the word bath and bathing today? They took it from her name, Bathsheba. But here is a couple interesting little pictures. Guys, before we move on here a little bit, this is one of my favorites of the David and Goliath. I believe this was in my Bible when I was a kid, and that's just always been etched in my head. That image there, so cool. All right, guys, here's a good little picture of King David and Bathsheba. This is when he was looking over his balcony out to his army, and he happened to look down and see the beautiful Bathsheba over there bathing, and I believe she was nude. Oh, Lord. Here, guys, is kind of another little picture of how King David's up there, like I was just saying, looking down over his military and kind of looking across. And there's Bathsheba cleaning them armpits, it look like. Alrighty. So next, guys, we're going to kind of take a look at the bombing of Israel and show the footage of Iran letting the rockets go, and then I think I got a video showing the impact from those. So let me pull this up. Okay, here we go, guys. This is from Iran here. I don't know if it's got noise or not. That's crazy. Okay, guys, I got this sound fixed. Let me turn this volume down a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes I just think it be annoying This needs to go way down. There we go. A little bit more, actually. I just love the sound of those. I don't like what they do, where they blow up innocent people and kill them, but the sound is like awesome. You know. Let's go over and see the impact that Israel got from it. Hey guys, that's just crazy what's been going on, but it's very biblical, very biblical. And all this is in the Bible. It kind of says that you will see this in the end days. So next, guys, what we want to kind of show you, and what the whole video I was wanting about is about the temple itself. So here's some things that was in it. Actually, I'll show you what the temple is. Let's watch a video. They actually said they found it. So I don't know if they did or not, because I watched a few videos and it really don't. I guess it does show some like old ruins or whatever, but it really don't show like his casket or his sarcophagus or whatever you would call it, like it showed on the commercial. So let me get that video pulled up and we'll take a little look at it. Guys, before I kind of skipped this, I wanted to talk a little bit more about David and Goliath and Bathsheba, a little bit, show a little bit of video, a little footage. So this is pretty good. Here we go, guys.
Javelin was slung between his shoulders. The shaft of his spear was like a weaver's beam, and its iron tip alone weighed 600 shekels, about 6 kilograms.
Where David's
shield-bearer went before him. This Philistine champion stood and shouted to the ranks of Israel. Goliath cried out with scorn,
"Why have you come out to set yourselves in battle array? Am I not a Philistine, and are you not servants of Saul? Choose a man among you to come down to me. If he can fight and kill me, we will be your servants. But if I prevail against him and kill him, then you shall be our servants and serve us.
There we go.
This day I defy the armies of Israel. Give me a man that we may fight together."
When Saul and all Israel heard the words of the Philistine, they were dismayed and greatly afraid. And this scene repeated for 40 days. Every morning and every evening, the giant came forth to issue his challenge, and all Israel trembled, paralyzed by fear. No one dared to face him.
Alright, guys, give me 1 second. Alrighty, guys, here's a little bit on Bathsheba. A little bit more of King David's girlfriend. I guess he married her.
Setting of Jerusalem, the encounter between Bathsheba and King David unfolded in a peculiar manner, delving into the plot that would later become one of the most well-known stories in the Bible. The narrative begins as David, the courageous king of Israel, gazes upon the city of Jerusalem from the terrace of his palace. In the distance, he spots a woman of rare beauty bathing. This woman is Bathsheba, married to Uriah, one of David's elite soldiers. As their eyes met, a shadow of desire and temptation cast itself over the heart of the mighty monarch, sealing the fate of both. Despite having multiple wives and concubines, David's heart succumbed to forbidden desire. He sent messengers to bring Bathsheba to the palace, and there, entangled in forbidden passion, they committed adultery. This illicit encounter repeated several times, and as a consequence, Bathsheba soon found herself pregnant. David's adultery with Bathsheba represents a double betrayal, not only in the eyes of society, but also against the divine principles that David, as the king of...
Alrighty, guys. Now, this is some of the stuff that they would have had in the temple. Now, the Israels are getting ready to rebuild the temple. I'm telling you, they are. They're already growing like cattle, the calves, the red calf, the red heifer. They're already, got that in production. They're getting like the red cow that needs sacrificed. So they've been doing that for years. I think they had everything done. The only thing they've got to do is have the temple rock. And as we see, they have wiped out Gaza. So I say within a year or two, they will start rebuilding. So that's what I think. I got a couple more pictures. So let me look. Alrighty, guys. This is kind of a look of kind of how the Bible describes how the temple looked. Um, Everything was made out of the best. King David spared no money at all. I mean, it was only the finest, and that it was limestone, cedar. They had a copper mine right there in Israel. So everything inside was copper. Copper was just as important back then as gold was. So it was a really beautiful, beautiful building. And of course, the Romans came in, I think, 2,000 years or 900 AD, or I forget exactly. I should know that, but they came in and destroyed it. So, and here is probably a good picture of what it may have looked like. And I guess that thing right there with the bowl or whatever, that's some kind of sacrificing pot and stuff. And of course the Holy Grail was in there. The Ark of the Covenant was inside there. And so all kinds of cool things. Just beautiful. So let's watch a little video on the what they say they found King Solomon's burial place, and I think they actually found the site where well, of course, the Israels know where the temple used to stand. So let me get this video booted up, guys. Alrighty, guys. Here's a little video on what some things could have been inside, what it could have looked like.
Symbols long buried, untouched by time. The menorah, seal of the royal line of David, and then carved into the limestone in weathered Hebrew, Solomon, son of David. This isn't a myth. This isn't a theory. This is happening tonight. After 5,000 years sealed in earth and shadow, the tomb of King Solomon, the man Scripture calls the wisest who ever lived, has been opened. And what they found has shocked even the most hardened experts into silence. Is this the awakening of or the unlocking of something never meant to be disturbed? Could this be a long-buried link between heaven and earth? Or a warning from the past we're not ready to read? In a world already teetering on the edge, wars raging, nations trembling, prophecy unfolding. This discovery may carry more than historical weight. It may carry consequences, because what lies within this tomb will not just rewrite history, it will eclipse everything, and it's only the beginning. Beneath the heat-hardened terrain,
guys, my
just
internet
south of
must
Jerusalem's old
be
city,
doing something crazy.
a rocky outcrop had long been dismissed by locals as just another relic of the past. But in recent months, a growing cluster of strange magnetic anomalies caught the attention of a team of Israeli and European researchers. Satellite scans hinted at a slope, something geometrically precise,
Let me
far
fast
too
forward
symmetrical,
up to where they open in the tomb.
led by the renowned archaeologist to listen, to wonder, to bow. Gold flowed through his courts like water. His decisions settled disputes so profound that mothers wept and prophets watched. And yet, despite the glory, despite the favor, Solomon's story ends not in triumph, but in fracture of kingship, but warnings for kings yet to come. What if what's written inside them was never meant to be read until a time such as this? Standing inside that tomb, archaeologists don't just feel like they're in a vault, they feel like they're in a prophecy. The symbols etched on the walls bear resemblance to the priestly garments described in Exodus. The arrangement of artifacts mirrors the order of the inner courts. It's as if the room itself was a shadow of the temple. It's the final one. And then there's the throne, ornately carved, untouched by time, and far too pristine to be 3,000 years old. Some believe it's a replica of the ivory throne Solomon sat on, inlaid with gold and guarded by 12 lions. But others wonder if it's more than symbolic, if it was prepared for someone else, for another time, a time that may be now. Is this the revealing of buried wisdom, or a divine test, waiting to see what we do with the secrets unearthed? Does this discovery call us back to the covenant, or does it warn us of judgment for forgetting it? There are more questions than answers. But in that tomb, every question feels heavy, timed, intentionally delayed until now. And when Dr. Goldstein stepped toward the golden chest in the far corner of the chamber, there was a moment, just a breath, when everyone wondered if they should.
Alright, guys. I hope you all are having a great Tuesday. I think it's almost Wednesday. Let's see. It is 11 o'clock on Tuesday evening. But yeah, this is some of my favorite Bible characters that I shared with you guys. And I hope you all got something out of it. I'm going to try to do a little bit more research because I know on Coast to Coast about 2 or 3, well, no, it's probably about 9 years ago. But there was a lady came on and she said that they may have found the Hall records of King Solomon. And a lot of people think that the Catholics have it, but I don't know. But I can't find anything, no videos, no nothing about the Hall records, which is kind of funny. I thought there'd be all kinds of cool videos. And I'm sorry about this camera. I don't know why it's all fuzzy. I tried to get this camera. It didn't want to work. It worked, but it zoomed in on me and I couldn't get it back out. It's a new camera to me, so I'll get it figured out. Alright, guys. My goodness, that is blurry. Until the next one, I'll see you right here, Redneck Ways. Bye, guys. I can't even see the stop it. Why I got so blurry?